More than 21,500 people were murdered in America last year. The pandemic and higher gun sales among the reasons considered for the surge in violence. One other factor, the high number of police officers leaving the force in cities across the country. The FBI's annual report on crime shows murders in 2020 jumped by almost 30% over 2019. That's roughly 5,000 more homicides, and the numbers are only going up.
People in communities need to start speaking up and getting angry.
Contrary to popular belief, murder isn't just a big city issue. In 2020, we saw a national phenomenon with a 20% increase in each region of the country. Louisiana led the nation for the 32nd year in a row.
When you decide to defund the police, when you decide to make proactive policing nearly impossible, when you run out officers, guess what happens? You see a rise in crime.
Jason Rantz, one of Seattle's leading conservative voices, says the shocking rise in violent crime is a direct response to the murder of George Floyd, social activists working to defund police, gang activity, and the death of America's police force.
Why would anyone want to be a cop in 2020 and 2021? Why would anyone want to sign up for a job that is being made difficult and more dangerous on purpose?
For the most part, police morale appears bankrupt. During a year of crime and protests, police retirements rose 45% and resignations were up by 18% in 2020.
When you tell local law enforcement agencies that you are ineligible for money, that's defunding the police. When you reduce funding for police, you actually lose lives in the communities.
Senator Tim Scott says he's still waiting at the table after Democrats walked away from the chance to pass bipartisan federal police reform. Meantime, more than 20 major cities have reduced police budgets, amounting to some $840 million cut nationwide.
It's the big blue cities where they have failed to pass policies that protect their most vulnerable communities.
Unfortunately, both Senator Scott and Rantz believe more violence is inevitable if we can't get the best people behind the badge.
If you were to take a position that's pro-police, you immediately are called out. You are shamed, you are bullied. There are activists, a small number of them, who have a lot of power right now, and their goal is to abolish the police. Well, we're living in a world in which we're starting to see the fruits of their labor, and unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of dead bodies.
It's important to note the murder rate could be even higher since the numbers are incomplete, with about 3,000 departments failing to submit data to the FBI last year. As for where things are headed, 2021 already seeing a 16% increase in murder. Brody Carter, CBN